so bright, took my heart like a thief.
Yo, what's up my people, what's up Uganda, Kampala, is that a bar, Claudia Morgan is here representing. We're back with the reality bars, hitting up the best show around town. Okay, we're not here the best show, but we're the vision is to be the best show. We're gonna get there anytime soon. So what's up my people, is that the bar, Claudia Morgan again, like I said, and I'm with my girl, yo.
Edna here, how are you all?
Yeah.
It is so exciting to be back.
I know, when you mash up the place, everything is like...
Mash up the
Anyway, and then so Edna, say hi.
Morgan killing me with his intros. Mash up the shit. What is that?
That's like some Jamaican stuff.
Main source of drugs.
No, anyway, we are back. We're here to talk about today. I was talking to my
Ex?
not my ex. Okay, to my co-host.
Because I know
to you.
Yeah.
And I came up with something. I was thinking about something about attachments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a lot of us have found ourselves in attached to people that we don't really think we should be, or we don't know whether they're attached to us back.
Yeah.
So I was talking to Edna and I was like, I think we should talk about this.
Yeah.
Talk about something about attachments.
Yeah, and being a Friday, it is just the perfect topic for the day as we go into the whole weekend energy and,
Yeah,
how are you going to spend the day later?
Literally, I'm just going to sleep.
Oh?
No, it's a rough couple of weeks. I mean, this month has been terrible. I mean, financially and,
I feel like this month has been, but last month, I don't know if you saw last month.
For you?
Last month was not okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Last month, I think I was up and down. I was out there a lot. This month, I've been seated and I've seen Kampala can burn.
And I'm going to realize every time I start making you talk about yourself, you all start talking sadly, as if you're depressed, as if something is so wrong with your emotional state.
I want to be felt sorry for. You know, there are people like that. There is not to.
And what do you get?
For people to feel sorry for them. Mm-hmm. No, it's just I get nothing. I just get nothing, literally. But that's what's up.
Okay.
So anyway, attachments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in attachments, what one?
Yeah, basically, like you said, today we want to go into the depth of feelings because I feel like an attachment is a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Getting attached, it's all a feeling. But getting attached, have you been there?
Yeah.
Have you gotten attached to someone?
Yeah, actually, look, attachment comes in more ways. For example, there's this scenario. It happened to me once. I'm talking to this girl and I'm getting to know her, this and that. That courtship process, you're trying to vibe that chick. And this girl gets to give me good signals, You're like, you're calling at night. She's like, I'm happy you called. You're like, I miss you. She's like, I miss you too. You're not yet defined.
You guys, I'm going to stop you right there. Did you know this girl physically? Had you met before?
Yeah.
Because I hate the whole concept of I miss you when I literally have never.
No. Of course, I could admit her. Like she's someone from around the place I go to school. Yeah. So I'm like, we are talking. I'm like, I miss you. What's up? Like that process. Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're like getting to know each other. You're getting into a relationship, but you're not yet defined. That process. So, and then
it's like you're actually already in the relationship.
Yeah, and by the stuff you're doing and emotions and the traits around each other, it's like you're already in a relationship, but it's just not yet defined.
Yeah.
And then you come out of your blanket, come out of your comfort zone, and then you be like, I think we should label it, have a label to it, define it. You be like, would you be my girlfriend? Stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I don't do that, but...
You don't?
But I did that.
There is nothing wrong with
I did that.
Morgan, don't act all hard. We know you're different.
No, right now I don't. I could never come in with such lame questions. Would you be my girlfriend or shit?
It's not...
I do not need any of that now. But then I come in and then I'm like, will you be my girlfriend? Mm-hmm. And she's like, no. Yeah. She's like, no, she was like, wait, where is this coming from?
Oh.
I thought we were friends and all.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And G, you're already attached, eh? Like you're like, man, I think I'm in love with this girl, what, and I think like the vibe she was giving you, like I think she likes me too, what and what. Now that stage, that stage in a relationship or in getting to know someone is very, very, very bad, and I don't know, it's very critical.
I sort of would relate that to actually misreading someone's, actions, sort of. Which is in a way attachment, but
misreading,
it's
but
sort of misreading.
But it's not misreading because like someone gives you good signals, like I feel
like attachment is more about seeking validation from someone because you're attached to how they perceive you. You're attached to how their energy around you.
Yeah.
It's more about that. It's like you're always having that validation process around.
All right, look, I don't know. Some people are like me. I thought he's my friend and what, but I come. There's way you handle someone and you make them get different thoughts. You're so caring. You're calling them out of the blue.
Now you
make
a point.
Yeah, and someone's like, I mean, what are you up to? I feel I've not seen you all day.
Text.
Yes, like someone's
there
like
you got touched.
Immediate replies, phone calls all the times. Like I'm bored. I want to talk to you. And then you come out and you be like, let's define this, and then you're like, I was just trying to be friends, and all the signals were like, actually, when I'm talking to someone, I usually make my intentions clear from the beginning because I had misunderstanding. Like if I'm to talk to a girl, I'm always direct. I'm like, I like you. I'm like you. I like you. Then we build from there. Like
liking someone doesn't actually mean you want to be with them.
Whatever develops comes from the perspective that you didn't know that I like you. Being with them, okay. First of all, you like someone, maybe attracted to someone, then you get to love them or whatever you call it.
Okay.
Yeah, but then attachment doesn't necessarily mean you love someone. Someone may do something like so good for you, they're always treating you like right, and then you get attached, and then you can't imagine a life without them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and then you could always be having these nice conversations with someone, and then you're having reads. Have you had reads? Always having, guys have nice reads, and then you get
for example,
attached to
give us an
them.
example, like any reads I've used on you that was like epic. You're like, this guy like thought of the line.
Nah, I don't keep them in my mind. Yeah. I don't want to flatter someone.
Leave alone these common, and someone comes with the common ones that, are you from Tennessee? You know that one? Nah. Like,
how does it go?
So like, okay, like, okay, I'm invested in Uganda, but then, all my connections, all the things are like in America,
okay,
USA.
Okay.
So,
I see some shows.
Yeah, even the reason I know is USA reason.
Okay.
So someone's like, USA, they have this, is it a state called Tennessee?
Yeah, they do.
A state called Tennessee. So, dude walks up to a babe and is like, are you from Tennessee? Then the babe's like, no, why? Because you're the only 10 I see. How cool is that?
It's nice, but
okay, right now it's common because if someone comes with that trees in USA and they try it, immediately it just says, "Are you from Tennessee?" The babe will just complete because I'm the only 10 you see because it's now common.
Okay.
Yeah, so there is this type of reason that's like so deep, like so new. Someone like comes up with something so original, then you're like, "Oh, I didn't see that coming." That's really cool. That's really nice. Yeah. But then some other niggas are just conny ass.
Give us one of your best trees.
My best trees. Let me see.
Still
no, now that you've asked for it, nothing is coming to mind. But I'll be sure to share it later on in the show. Yeah.
While we were talking about attachment, so for you were giving us that story of the girl. What's her name?
Nah. You think you can put me on a spot like that? No, my dear. There's nothing like what's her name.
Experience.
You cannot put me on a spot. You cannot put me on a spotlight like that. Like what's her name? Jeez. No.
Okay, would you say you were being so fast?
Getting
attached? Because
yeah.
At the end of the day, you sort of
actually to myself, it was me. It's like I put the blame all on me because I know like how these things be, how these things go. But then I was like, okay, the perspective. First of all, it's a perspective I had about this person. Okay, look, she's this kind of people that she's not so much of a people person, and then she's a rare breed.
Okay. I'm sensing
you get what I
love.
mean? And then what made me get attached so fast? You know, you may meet someone and you already know, like, maybe she's a whore, she's a bitch, you know. But then this person, like, they are humble, they are like, you get to know their background, and you feel like they are so pure, and you can just easily manipulate yourself into their life.
I hear manipulate yourself.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was so disappointed, like so surprised. Breed. You get what I mean? And then what made me get attached so fast? You know, you may meet someone and you already know, like, maybe she's a whore, she's a bitch, you know. But then this person, like, they are humble, they are like, you get to know their background, and you feel like they are so pure, and you can just easily manipulate yourself into their life.
I hear manipulate yourself.
Yeah. So I was so disappointed, like so surprised that she told me, like, it was friends thing. Like, I was like, you know, like,
you were surprised,
bro. We do our video calls. You know what that means?
I have a friend I tend to talk to for some really good time. Like, we can really talk, but we're just friends. And I think however much you may have told her,
they're friends. The people who are friends, but then
someone you can like someone, but you don't actually want to. You know, I feel like that was not really elaborate.
Like someone I didn't want them.
And not necessarily want to actually be with them. Okay, but probably she also didn't tell you her feelings or whatever. But
you can like someone and want to be with them, and then you can like. It's very difficult to like someone and you don't want to be with them unless you don't like them for real. Like, have ulterior motives.
Okay, I feel like
it's lust,
is
or
such
maybe
a small word.
Oh no, like is a beginning. No, like is a beginning of it. I like you. I don't love you. I love you in the long run. For example,
but do you know you can love someone but you don't like them?
You can love someone, but you don't like them.
Yeah.
Wait, now you're making me think.
I mean, don't correct me.
Okay, loving someone, you love someone.
Yes.
But you don't like them.
Yeah.
It's
possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Just because maybe for the way they make you feel and the way they treat you.
Yeah.
Like you're already in love with them.
Yeah.
Because love is an emotion you can't control sometimes.
Yeah.
But then, that's very possible.
That's very possible.
Yeah, you
can also like someone, but you don't love them.
No. Oh yeah, yes. Because for that is so evident, because loving someone, liking is the beginning of love. You first like someone, then love them in the long run.
There is no guarantee you can
for example,
love someone just after liking.
I've already told you I've already talked about my ABCs, like in the previous shows, about me falling in love with someone. It's always the ABCs, and like is among the ABCs. Like, it comes first.
Okay.
So love is a combination of stuff.
So
someone's character, someone's brain, someone's attractiveness, and all. A combination of all that brings about love. But without that, then so like is just like some small thing in the long run. So like a particle that makes you love someone.
I see you've done your research.
I've not done any research. It's just that these things just come naturally. It's
Even
not about
talking
research.
about particles now, you're bringing in the chemistry.
I'm like is in a big box of love. It's just something in the box of love.
Yeah,
so like is literally the beginning of it all.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that. You know, if I'm just talking about attachment, you know, girls, after like set two voice notes sent from a guy, she's already imagining Kwanjula with the guy. And like, she's already getting attached. Imagine
there are people like that. There are people like that who fall fast.
So many people like that.
So many people like that.
Yeah. So many people like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
what I think you mean is when you meet someone and then you visualize your future with them.
Yeah.
Like you look, then you're like, then you see he's being like
even beautiful kids, how they look, the day in the hospital and you're giving birth.
Then you're like, this person has a very large dental formula. You might pass them down to my kids, and you drop them. Yeah, I get.
And these are all like forms people get attached. You know?
Yeah.
So many people get attached.
Yes. Then I come up with something else. Then I'm like, I wanted to ask you this. Like, what's the difference between attachment and connection? Like someone is attached to someone and someone is connected to someone. Is there a difference or it's the same thing?
But I would say there is a difference. I would give an example of someone that I have felt connected with before, like that I didn't necessarily have an attachment. And we had something in common with this person that we both like had a sense of poetry, and like we connected so much in that regard. In so many ways I won't go deeper into explaining.
I get you.
But I was not necessarily attached to this person.
Oh, so for connection, it's usually it might come with likes. You liking the same thing and all that.
Something that you're both connected, and it's connecting the both of you. You know, maybe you both like music, and when you're both listening to music, you feel connected to each other. When you're both writing, you feel connected to each other. When you're both doing a certain something, you feel connected to each other. Or you feel like there is something about Morgan. I just feel like I'm connected to Morgan. You know, because like there is something about you that
that's where my saying comes. That's where my saying comes that says, be attached to nothing, but be connected to everything.
Morgan has started.
Yeah, be attached to nothing. Like attachment is a root cause of pain.
But for me, I would say attachment would only be bad if you're the only one attached, especially if say you're in the process of courtship, if you've been in the relationship already. If you are the only one attached, that's a problem.
Attachment is a root cause of pain.
Attachment can come in various ways, because if you're in a relationship with somebody, your decisions you're not going to make your decisions alone. At the back of your mind, you're always going to have this person in your mind. Yeah? So any decision you're going to make, you're going to have this person. Any decision, and that is, in a way, being attached to them.
There's even this statement that says that actually you never stop loving. Like you never stop loving, you just stop being attached for that, and then the heart goes.
Nah, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with that.
Like you never stop. Like you can love someone for eternity, but then for the heart to go, you just have to lose attachment. Look, when we talk about attachment comes in various ways. Whereby,
the things you do together.
Yeah, things you do together, and you can't imagine a life without
this person doing these things with this person.
Exactly. Doing these things, like you can't imagine a life without the same person opening the door for you, without the same person picking you up from your workplace. Like you just can't imagine that, and you're attached to that. You're attached to this person's behavior. You can't imagine a life, you know.
I mean, I can agree with that.
So whenever you break up with someone, like what hurts most is like you're hurting is because you're missing this stuff.
Okay.
Like in order for you to miss someone, you're missing the stuff you did together. You're missing the stuff that he did for you. Like someone else, like you won't find in someone else. And then the hurting goes when the attachment breaks you. Like you start letting go of what the life you are living with them. If you start letting go, the heart goes. But the heart, like being hurt, goes. But then the love stays. Sometimes love stays. Love goes in the long run.
So let me just get this straight. Once you lose the attachment completely, also the love goes?
No.
Is it guaranteed?
Not the love, the heart.
The heart.
You know when you break up, you heart.
First say the statement again that you just told us.
Like I said, attachment. For attachment, you just have to stop being attached for the heart to go.
The heart,
H-U-R-T.
Okay.
Yeah, the heart, ukulumwa. For the heart to go, you just have to stop being attached.
Not completely.
The love can be for eternity, but for not
but
really.
With love, I mean, what is love anyway? Whatever. But attachment for the heart to go. Okay.
Yeah, because when you're
what do you say, guys?
When you're attached to someone, every little thing about them can affect your mood. Like maybe you say hi, maybe they have not heard and they have not replied, and you're like, you spend the whole day. Why didn't he say hi back? Like every little thing they do can affect your mood. You know, you're like, maybe why are you happy with someone else? Why sometimes it turns out to be obsession. And in the long run, I guess.
But also for me, if I'm to talk about attachment as well, sometimes we haven't clarified exactly what is going on. Now, Mom's still giving an example of your situation. By the way, how long ago was this?
You with details. Now I didn't need the details.
You know, I was asking Morgan on one of our last shows, and he told me he's single, but he has been in short-term relationships. Like, over 4 short-term relationships.
I don't think I'm single. I don't think I'm single.
6 months so far. Oh, you don't think you're single?
I don't think I'm single now.
So that's what you're talking about. Morgan is already attached.
No,
but there is no clarity that is actually not single.
I'm not attached. I'm just saying. I'm just stating facts here.
No,
I'm not attached. Like, I'm just defining the situation.
So you don't think you're single, or you are non-single?
I'm not sure, actually.
That's
okay.
Exactly
I'm in a
my
situationship. I think that answers it all, right?
You guys, let's explain the concept of situationship.
You're there.
What are you doing?
There in the
what
middle.
What are you doing?
You're with someone, again, you're not with them. Like,
how?
You're not defined well.
Is it the one called like Portico?
Not like that. It's not that.
Is it that? That's what they call it, guys.
Okay.
Don't say I'm
whatever, but situationships are more than real. Actually, people get attached in situationships, and the other person is not intending on loving them, like showing the same attachment back.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's when you get heartbroken. And actually, attachment is sorry to the extent that people kill themselves just because of attachment.
Yeah, you can kill yourself.
Yeah, these youth who die for love.
Someone. Yeah, never happening to me though.
Because you've not been in love.
No, I've been in love before. I've gotten attached.
I've been in love and attached and hurt.
For you?
I even thought about suicide. I think because I'm a lover boy. I don't know.
I rest my case on Morgan.
Yeah.
But I've been attached before, just for your information, you know? Mm-hmm. And being attached to someone is actually a good feeling. Do you know that? Yeah. It's actually a good feeling until it's not.
Yeah, it is actually.
It's a good feeling.
It is when they're showing their good signals.
Yeah, it's not that they're just leading you on. They're actually going with you.
Yeah, they're going with the flow.
Yeah.
That's when you feel attachment. Attachment is detaching.
Attachment.
That's basically it.
You know, but I've heard of those stories where people kill themselves because of love. But you guys, seek help, Bambi.
Yeah, but
don't kill yourself because of love.
Yeah, pain is a price we pay for love. No.
That's deep, but
yeah, you get
that's
pain.
Deep,
basically, that's one reason.
Happiness is
that's the reason I don't take it deep, because I just know, like, if you love someone, expect pain. G.
Yeah, but I feel, for me, I've heard of things that love should be painful. But I don't think love should be painful.
No, love is okay. Love contains pain, like in the long run. But love should be love, nothing like painful. But yeah, pain is a price we pay for love.
Okay,
let's keep it to that.
But Morgan, what is the difference between care and attachment? Because that is also something confusing. Because if you're in a relationship with somebody, or if you're vibing somebody and you're in a process of courtship, you're supposed to care for them. You're supposed to check on them. If they're sick, you're supposed to maybe go and visit, or
attachment.
Send some katunda.
It's just like attachment is deep. Like you find like someone is just so obsessed with you. They want they want to know everything about you. Like what are you doing now? Where are you? What and what? Like it's more about obsession. Like you want to be around this person all that time. You just like.
I disagree.
That's a perspective I
You can be attached to somebody, but not necessarily obsessed with them. But me, I want to know, how do you actually care for someone?
No, attachment to a large extent.
Getting attached.
Attachment to a large extent is obsession. Then, to a small extent, then it's just like some attachment, some relationship stuff, yeah. But then we all want to be attached to in a relationship. You want someone to show that they can't live, to show that they can't live without you. You know?
I feel like that's entitlement. No one should not be able to live without someone.
No, it's not entitlement. It depends on how much you love someone. Like we said in the last episode.
Love cannot be measured, guys. I will say that again.
Love can be measured because all the time. That's why you have statements like someone like loving more in a relationship more than the other. Like the girl loves more than the boy loves more than the girl. That's the measure. We're already measuring the love.
No. For me, I feel like why people say this one loves someone more than the other, because you find that a guy is doing this, but the girl is actually not doing it. So that way people say that this person is loving more than the other, but love is within the heart.
No,
you cannot know. Some people just fail to express the love. Of course,
when people break up, do they feel the same amount of pain when they break up? No, of course one gets more hurt. The one who gets more hurt is the one who loved more.
That is where we come back with the attachment concept.
So that's why the measure.
The one who gets hurt more is the one who is
loved
more
more.
attached, not necessarily loved more.
The one who's more attached.
And does attachment define love?
It does, of course.
Because you can be attached to your brother and you're like, for me, I can't do anything without like my brother,
maybe
or my sister.
Maybe in the business perspective, you're like, I can't make a decision without this person here. I can't.
Now that's different.
Go in. Yeah, but it's not different. Like that's a kind of attachment.
That is not attachment.
That's attachment.
Like
you can't be independent. Like okay, in the business perspective or in the economy perspective.
Okay.
And that could also be defined as attachment. But other than that, the rest is love poetry.
Okay. But for me, I'm still trying to understand caring and attachment. How do you actually care for somebody without getting too attached to them? Because caring, with attachment, you sort of become clingy, clingy to somebody and every single thing this person. But with caring, it gives you more freedom, You're just caring and showing up.
Yeah.
But not necessarily attached to this person.
Anyway, like all being said, but for me personally, the way I detach myself from people was by far the worst. I can love you and never call you again. Just like that.
You can love and never call again.
Yeah, like I just detach because maybe a red flag. Red flags. Just for
you think you can just wake up in the morning and you're like, I've detached?
Yeah.
Officially.
It can hurt you because you loved someone or you attached to them. But then you just like contain yourself. People.
Anyway,
some people just know how to contain themselves and others don't. Someone's like, I want to fall for them, but I don't want to fall too hard.
Yeah.
But in the long process, they find themselves like they're falling too hard. But then for some people can contain it. They're like, I want to. If I do this. They have strategies of like keeping themselves not too invested in a given certain relationship. Yeah. Some people have that, but someone just dives in and.
But it's about having the will to actually, just like you said, for you, if you're detaching, you don't call again. You have that will to actually pull away. Some people don't have that will to pull away.
Yeah, like I said, I call it self-control.
You be there and you feel like I really need to call this person.
I just call it self-control.
I need to talk to
I just call it self-control. Some people can control themselves. They can measure the amount of love they can give you. They can give their partner. Do you know that? Do you believe that?
Yes, love should have no limit.
Some people, I'm like, people can, like, someone can measure the love they give to you.
Yeah, for sure.
And someone may want to measure it. Someone is like, I like them, but I don't want to fall too hard because in the long run I may get hurt. But they just can't contain it.
I think that's a problem with our generation. However much I didn't leave the other generations. Like, you are literally thinking of the end before the beginning.
Yeah, no, everyone does that.
It's a strategy to protect ourselves from, getting hurt and everything. But seriously,
you go into a relationship and your friends are like, Edna, you've gone to that guy, but that guy is a player. Just be ready for anything. And then by that,
neither girls usually date players. They don't listen. Man,
the guys, you guys don't know what happens behind closed doors.
What's the most dangerous thing you've done to a girl?
And you just can't. Nothing. I've done nothing dangerous. I'm
sure there is something.
Of course, but I'll get haters. It was so bad to the extent that I can't on national television. No.
National television.
If are seeing me, they'll put a mark on me.
They're like that one. Oh, you're.
Nah.
But for me also, if I'm getting detached from somebody, but to some extent, I feel like there cannot be love without attachment.
Yeah. But
to
then
some extent,
attachment varies. Little, medium, and then obsession.
Yeah, because
other than that becomes obsession. Like so obsessed with this person, you even become a stalker.
So is attachment good or bad?
Bad.
Like
I said in the beginning, it's the attachment that heals the heart. If your heart, detachment is the only way that you're going to heal. Yeah.
Love can stay somewhere.
The love can stay. That's why like some people are like when that ex comes knocking, 1, 2, 3 statements. Yeah, I thought they are back into the pot again, just like that. They are back into the rhythm and graining, and then it goes. And then like, for example, I have a friend. There's this scenario about him. He has this girl, ex. Okay, they share a kid together, whatever. But when he's talking to his baby mama or something, he can call like, okay, they are separated, what and what, but co-parenting and all. But when he diverts in the direction of like, I miss you, what's up, 2 phone calls. And the lady keeps calling all the time. Hey, how are you, baby? Yeah.
For real?
Like, just like that. Just like that. And she keeps calling all the time.
And it's like, actually true because women get more attached.
And then yet they separated. So that means the only reason she's not hurting now is because the attachment is gone. Okay. But the love is like still there. That's why when he like glimpses a little thing about I miss you, like can we meet up and maybe go out and all, she just jumps back into the pot. So it's the attachment that kills her heart.
And how often do they do this?
No, when you feel bored, man, you go on and check your corner. You're like, now who will I disturb today?
But now who?
Yeah.
Options,
of course, a lot of options.
And you know what's different? However much girls also have options, however much abasajja banje ku bakazi. And the name abasajja banje ku bakazi.
It's akazi banje ku basajja.
Sorry, abakazi banje ku basajja.
Yes.
But also, I wanted to go into the whole concept of LGBTQ. Like, who has gays and lesbians? What is the biggest percentage?
I don't know. I don't do research
because that could change a lot.
I don't do research about that stuff. That stuff is so irritating.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll move on from that. Like, women usually get more attached, but however much you always find that women have options. And also, women are so, in most cases, ladies are so desperate. Are more desperate anyway. That's why you see that you'll go back to a lady's inbox. The love is still there.
Yeah, it's just that attachment that reduced.
And however much the attachment is over and all, she's easily going to jump back into the whole thing.
Yeah, ladies easily get attached.
I feel like I would draw that back to being a bit desperate. Now she has a kid for her. It's so hard to get.
There's this other scenario whereby my guy still.
I have a number of those.
He's in a relationship with a girlfriend.
Okay.
But then it's open. For the dude, he's allowed like to hit anyone he wants.
Okay.
And the girl can know about it. But for a girl, she's not allowed.
Why?
Because ladies get attached. For a man...
So these guys made that decision together?
Yes. Usually a man can just find a lady anywhere, anyhow, have sex with them, get intimate, whatever, and then like walk away, never think about it, never fantasize about it anyway. But for a lady... She can't just do anything with a stranger. She comes in with a stranger and then she keeps like having vivid like thoughts. She's like ladies get attached a lot. So that's the only reason why they're in this situation. Why the lady cannot, because
do you know why there are so many whores? Because I'm sure that there's so many whores.
Yeah. Why are there so many whores?
I'm trying to show you that sort of the narrative has changed. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But
just what says old bitches are whores, so.
What? Well, okay, first explain that statement, because I don't understand it. All bitches are whores. Who are the bitches? Aren't the bitches the whores? Like, who are the bitches? Are you meaning the ladies?
All ladies
Who
are
says
bitches.
that? Who actually says that? We need to have a conversation, whoever you are. And what do they call that, guys?
And it's like,
what do they call that, guys?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Okay, what's the meaning of that bitch? Huh? Where does that bitch come from?
I don't know.
A bitch is a female dog.
Okay, yeah. It is.
Yeah, so... Basically, okay, bitch.
I think drawing from the perspective that dogs go around.
Bitch is basically another to mean female. Okay,
Fuck y'all.
Just because some people like take it in a way that is like offending. Like you may call a lady a bitch and she feels
it's
offended.
offending.
But then
there is nothing good about.
But then have my bitch. Like for example, I have my bitch Shagga. Shagga is my bitch. What's up, Shagga?
No, if it is used in that concept.
And if it comes like, what's up, my bitch? She's like, oh, gee, well, go on.
No. If it's used in that concept.
And ladies call each other bitches all the time. They're like, oh, what's my bitch? She's my bitch.
Let me tell you.
Just because you guys just drive the narrative and make it offensive when someone says it in this perspective and then make it.
Yes, it depends on the perspective and context it's coming from.
But just
you don't go around calling someone a bitch. Like,
okay, real fact. Some people just don't want to allow real fact. Bitch is another to mean female.
Who says?
Okay, if I call my dog a bitch, my female dog a bitch, is it offending the dog?
No,
because that's the name is given, right?
That's a dog.
Yeah,
we're talking about humans.
Yes, then I bring it to the perspective of humans.
How do you bring a dog's perspective to humans?
Okay, I'm like, a dog is a male. Is a male. A bitch is a female. Is a female dog. You get? So, a dog is a male, is a man. So
men can be called dogs.
Yeah, what's up, dog? That's how I talk to my G's all the time. I was like, what's up, dog? You get? So females are bitches. So bitches are all.
I'm going to quiet down for now.
I get you get that. You get what I mean.
I get it, but bitch is offensive. Regardless. I get it, but bitch is offensive. Yeah. And I've heard of the men calling themselves dog. It's usually DAWG. Don't so?
Okay, dog is a slang.
Yeah. It's a slang. It's not the actual dog that you're talking about.
You won't find it in the dictionary or she. So it's basically a slang, something there. So
there is no way we are shifting dogs and relating them to women, please.
So all females are bitches.
Don't find me and call me a bitch and you think you're going to be okay. Trust me, I'm a very cool and calm person, but if you get on my wrong side, you'll see it.
No, but the good thing you've seen my perspective, what I'm trying to say. So if I'm so I was like, famous artist died. What is it like? What business I was so. So you're bringing up a point saying like there are many hoes and all. So I'm like all. Okay, all females are hoes.
No.
Okay, what's a hoe? Define hoe.
A hoe is in short someone who sleeps around. In short, that's how I understand it.
Now because about to call about hoe. You don't have necessarily to sleep around.
Let me make this clear. I'm going to first talk about older men, then I come down to the younger generation. Older men.
Now you want to attack.
An older man has approached a girl. This girl is so broke. And he's offering her money. He's not asking for anything in return.
No, girls ask for the money.
Let me tell you, girls ask for the money. Trust me, most cases, these older men.
I have bitches slinging me up on my phone. They're like, bro, G.
I've told you, I'm coming to the younger generation. Right. Usually the older guys offer this money without anyone asking. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
These are testimonials I've heard of. And they offer not small 20K, they offer really good money.
And what
not for anything in return, I'm telling you. Not for anything in return. Leave alone you young. That's how I've told you. That's how I'm separating you.
No man offers money when I'm telling you. They always want something in return.
That one comes after.
They always want something in return.
After the money.
If someone ever gives you money and you think
I'm giving you 20K, I'm getting this in return immediately. The older guy, in most cases.
No, we just play the long game. No one does that. Huh? No one says I'm giving you 20K.
I've seen that share. I've seen it.
And even if someone does that, like they're being true to you. For you want someone who's like, this guy is in themselves.
Exactly. And then now the girl has told you.
Some of us are just born straight. I don't want to cut to beat around the bush. I just want to cut across, go straight to the point. I want this and this and that. 20K or ita. You get? Yeah. That's the kind of world we should be living in.
Oh my God! I still feel like I need to defend ladies because I was on a border some time back. Just as we wrap up, I was on a border some time back. So this guy tells me he's an older border guy. He tells me, and I have a cousin. You guys are so lucky, yeah? Men are always offering you money. When an older guy vibes you. Just accept the money. Because why is he leaving his wife home and coming to you, a young person, to vibe you? Just take the money. Money is money.
No, you're getting advice from the border guy.
I'm just giving you a perspective of a man. By the way, all men are equal. Whatever you say, I don't care.
All men.
So,
no one is equal in this one. If we are all equal,
all
we
men are equal.
We would be in the same place. We are not equal.
No, all men are equal.
That's a wrong statement.
Are equal because we all have the same rights. We may not be able to achieve the same things, but we have the same rights.
We all have the same
all men
rights.
are equal. I'm an advocate for you. I mean, that is for sure. And women
X,
and men.
Same rights.
Yes, not that. That's fact.
We are not okay. Facts is like we are not all equal. We even have different privileges.
Now I'm going to give this one as advice to you, Morgan. If you meet a lady who wants money from you, and she really wants money from you, and you're not willing to give her the money, please leave her alone. If you meet another lady who is not willing, who is not asking for money, go with that lady. But trust me, a man who has money
but
has no problem with all these
You're talking
things.
about ladies needing money from men, but you're not talking about men needing money from ladies. And yet you're the same person who comes here like for gender equality, saying men and women are the same.
By the way, this has nothing to do with gender equality.
This has nothing to do
with gender equality.
Actually, I think the next episode we shall clarify about all this, about the ladies wanting the money and the men wanting the money. Yet we are all in the same workspace. We have the same work privileges in the country now. What a man can do, a woman can even do better. Things like that.
That's a lie that you are feeding us today, so that we be on your side or whatever.
Claudia Morgan, and we are coming back with that episode of gender equality. That's what I think. That's what we're going to do. Like clarify that.
About work-related gender equality.
Yeah. Work-related?
Yeah.
And society-related?
No, work-related. We've always focused on society, but...
Ladies are getting jobs just because they're ladies, but not because they have qualifications.
Are you sure?
I sign out.
Good day.